Good morning, children. Today we are going to introduce our fourth chapter, working with the tables. In the previous chapter, we introduced various activities like creating, saving, closing, and opening of a database using one of the important components of Microsoft Office, that is using Microsoft Access 2010. In this chapter we will study about creating, how to create a table, and adding tables in design view, adding tables in data sheet view, etc. So creating table, we know that also we studied tables are the basic building blocks of a database. Data is stored in a database. Data is stored in a database by using tables. So we can add tables to the database in the following ways. That is adding tables in design view, also adding tables in data sheet view. Now you can go through how we can add tables in design view. For that, click on table design button on the create tab in tables group. A table will be created and opened in design view. Here in this window, the first pane is called the field entry pane, and the other is called field properties pane. Adding fields in design view. Type a name in the field name column, and then press tab key on the keyboard to move to the data type column. By default, you can see text data type in this column. Specify data type. What is the data type you want to specify? In the description column, we can type description for each field. That is, അതായത് ഏത് ടൈപ്പ് ഫീൽഡാണ്, എന്തിനാണ് ആ ഫീൽഡ്, അതിന് വേണ്ടി എന്തെങ്കിലും ഡിസ്ക്രിപ്ഷൻ നൽകണമെന്ന് ഡിസ്ക്രിപ്ഷൻ കോളത്തിൽ നമുക്ക് ടൈപ്പ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. Description text is displayed on the status bar when we select that particular field in datasheet view. After defining all fields, save the table. How can we save? Click on the save button in the file tab, or select save button, save icon present on the quick access toolbar. For that, the save as dialog box appears. Give the required name for the table. Click on OK. Now to add data in the table, switch to datasheet view for adding data. Adding data in a datasheet view. In the figure 4.2, we can see the place where we can add data. Below the roll number field, enter the roll number of the student. After entering, press the tab key or enter key. Next, deleting a field in design view. Open a table already created. Now after creating the table is already created. Now how can we delete a field in design view? Open a table, select the row containing the field that we want to delete. Click on delete rows button on the design tab in the tools group. Next, deleting a field in datasheet view. To delete a field, Select the field by clicking on its field header and press delete key, or right click on the field and select delete field option from the context menu. Access prompts a message to confirm deletion. Click yes to confirm the deletion. We can also delete fields in design view by right clicking on the rows containing the field and selecting the delete rows option from the context menu. So these are, we can delete a field in a design view. Also we can delete a field in a datasheet view. Next, making changes in datasheet view. Moving a field. Open the table in datasheet view. Select the field that we want to move by clicking on its field header. Drag it horizontally and drop it at the desired location. While dragging, we will find a dark line appearing between the fields as shown in the figure. Next, freezing a field. Freezing a field in MS Access refers to making the selected field or column appear on the leftmost side in a table and making it visible at all times irrespective of the directions we scroll. When we scroll, freezing means particular column, it will placing only the first column or the first row etc. visible, others will be hiding. That is freezing. Freezing a field in MS refers to making the selected fields or columns appear at the leftmost side in a table and making it visible at all times. That is freezing a field. To freeze columns, open the table in datasheet view. Right click on the column heading of the field that we want to freeze. Select the freeze fields option from the context menu. We will observe that the selected columns is shifted to the extreme left of the table. We can unfreeze the columns by right clicking on any column heading and selecting unfreeze all fields option from the context menu. So next one is hiding a field. We can also hide a field in MS Access. We can temporarily hide columns. നമുക്ക് താൽക്കാലികമായിട്ട് columns വേണ്ടിക്കൽ hide ചെയ്ത് വെക്കാം. To hide fields, right click on the column heading that we want to hide. Select the hide fields option from the context menu. We will notice the selected column is no more visible in the table. Unhiding the hidden fields. അതായത് നമ്മൾ മറിച്ച് വെച്ചിരിക്കുന്ന ഫീൽഡ്സിന് അൺഹൈഡിങ് ചെയ്യാം. The fields which we have hidden earlier can be brought back to the table. For that, right click on any of the field headings. Select the Unhide Fields option from the context menu. Unhide column dialog box appears. It shows the names of all the fields present in the table. Now, how can we move through records? While entering data in a table, we have to move across the table either to edit some data or deleting some record, etc. Many times we prefer to use a mouse to click on the row selector button of a record or simply select a field. Whenever there are a large number of records, it becomes difficult to navigate through the table. For this, there is a navigation toolbar that appears at the bottom of the data sheet. Which makes it convenient to move through the records. Various navigation tools toolbar options we can see. Number 1, that is record, takes you to the first record 1. 2, moves to the previous record. Third one, type the specific record number to move to. Next, takes you to the next record, that is 4. 5, moves to the last record. 6, go to a new blank record. So these are different. How can we move through the records using navigation toolbar?